Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this evening transit update for Monday, August 6th, 2018. This is Jason Anthony Pinheiro live from Brooklyn. I want to cover this time the whole tri state transit system that includes New York City Transit Havens. Hey Carlos, what's up? Nothing much, just here doing some report this evening regarding transit. And let's start off west of Hudson. New Jersey Transit Rail Operations Inc. And we have some delays to report. Let's start off on the North Jersey coastline. The North Jersey coastline train 3281 that departs New York Penn Station at 7:20 is up to 20 minutes late due to a late congestion of an earlier train. Also, on the Morris and Essex line, the 8:05 train from New York Penn will not operate this afternoon. What the hell? And the customers had to use the 6671 train that departs at 8:51 from New York Penn. And also the Morris and Essex line train 882 has been canceled due to equipment issues. And we have the main Bergen and Port Jervis lines and train 1127 that departs at 8:05 from Lindenhurst is up to 10 minutes late. And all the rest is regarding positive train control that obviously New Jersey Transit is way behind. But there's two branches that are affected. Starting Tuesday, September 4th, the Atlantic City Rail Line will be temporarily suspended until early 2019 due to the installation of positive train control. And also on the Radisson Valley line, off-peak, one C ride to Penn Station will be temporarily discontinued. And because of this, people will have to transfer at Newark Penn Station or take the cycle path to 33rd Street. That's nonsense. And going to the Atlantic City Rail Line. All Atlantic City Rail Line Rail tickets and passes with a destination or origin of Philly will be 25% discounted. These tickets or passes will be cross-honored on NJT bus route number 554 or Patco at Lindenwood at the Waterland Transit Center and 8th Street, Market Street only. And on the River Line between Pennsauken to Walter Rand Transportation Center only, and special shuttle buses will be operated between Cherry Hill, Pennsauken, and the Walter Rand Transportation Center. The bus route number 554 will cross-honor rail tickets and passes and will have enhanced service to and from all rail stations between Atlantic City and Lindenwood. Yes, Carlos, we already know about that, but first we're covering AJT, and then we're gonna cover the subway and Long Island Railroad. But thanks for the note. Important notes: the Atlantic City rail line customers utilizing PATCO to and from Philly will not have station service to and from 30th Street. Customers will board and exit PATCO at the 8th Street Market Street station at Philly. Customers in Atlantic City will not use the Atlantic City Rail Terminal. All customers should use the Atlantic City Bus Terminal for service on the bus route number 554. And the Atlantic City Casino Jiggly bus service will not operate to and from the rail station. This service will be relocated to and from the bus terminal. And temporary ticket vending machines will be available at Petco's 8th Street Market Street station to purchase NJT rail tickets to be cross-honored on Petco. And now we're going to cross the Hudson to cover the MTA. And we have two service changes to report on the subway. One of them, Carlos mentioned it in the chat, and we're going to confirm that. That is the following. There is extremely limited service between Manhattan and Queens on the 59th Street corridor that serves the N, the R, and the W because of a water condition between Queensboro Plaza and Lexington Avenue, 59th Street. If you need to travel between Manhattan and Queens, please use the 7 train at Queensboro Plaza. You could use the E, F, M, and M trains at Court Square, Queens Plaza, and Jackson Heights Roosevelt Avenue. Alex, we're gonna get to that in a little bit. And also, there's service and 8th Avenue bound L trains will arrive in the Canarsie track between Bedford Avenue and 14th Street because of a NYPD investigation at Bedford Avenue. So basically is that will be single track service on the L between Bedford Avenue and 8th Avenue. So basically, we're having kind of the 36-month L train shutdown. This is serious. And all the rest is planned work. Let's go to Long Island Railroad. And we have two issues to report. We have one of them affecting the Montauk branch. That is the 617 train from Jamaica due to Montauk at 9:07 is operating 19 minutes late due to a late train ahead. And the other service change that we have to report on Long Island Railroad is on the Port Jefferson line. Customers on the 754 train from Penn Station due to Huntington at 9:02 will be accommodated by bus service at Huntington Points East. And westbound, the 8:34 train from Port Jefferson due to Huntington at 9:21 is operating 12 minutes late due to weather-related track conditions. Since that we are in the summer, that means we're going to deal with all types of issues. And also on Metro North, we have the Waterbury branch services experiencing delays from 10 to 15 minutes due to late connections. And of course, the Pascagoula line has that issue with positive train control. Let's go to the email alert system to see what else we have new. All right, we have about the L train, and just a heads up, starting in less than an hour from now, Fast Track will start on the Lenox Avenue line. That means that the 3 train will end early, and the 2 train will be suspended between 96th Street and 3rd Avenue, 149th Street. So free shuttle buses will be operating between 96th Street and 3rd Avenue, 149th Street. All 3 stations between 96 and 148th. And then the third one between Jackson Avenue, 149th Street, Grand Concourse. 4 train service to and from New Locks Avenue will begin early. And the 2 train will operate in 2 sections. The first between 241st and 3rd Avenue, 149th Street. And trains towards Wakefield will skip Jackson Avenue. And the second between 96th Street and Flatbush Avenue. And as a reminder, next Monday, August 13th, 174th, 175th Street on the Concourse line will be closed for an enhanced station initiative. As travel alternatives, you could use the nearby Tremont Avenue and 170th Street on the Concourse line and transfer to the BX1 or BX2 that run along Grand Concourse. Or you could use the nearby Mount Ian Avenue on the 4 train. And also, starting August 27th, 167th Street on the Concourse line will be closing for Enhanced Station Initiative until January 2019. As travel alternatives, you could use the nearby 170th Street on the Concourse line, 167th Street on the Jerome Avenue line, or the 161st Street Yankee Stadium. And also, you could use the BX1 and BX2 buses that run along Grand Concourse and transfer to the subway at 170th on the Concourse line or Yankee Stadium. Or you could use the BX35 that run along 167th Street and transfer to the 4 train. Need another transfer to another bus? Ask the driver for MetroCard bus transfer, which is for your next local bus ride within 2 hours. And also, this weekend, L trains, and as a reminder, this weekend there will be Canarsie Tunnel prep work. So that means that there is no L trains between 8th Avenue Manhattan and Broadway Junction Fulton Street. As travel alternatives, special weekend M service will be running between Middle Village and 96th Street on the Q line. And you could use the F and the J overnight. And free shuttle buses will replace the L between Broadway Junction, Fulton Street, and Bedford Avenue, and connecting with the M at Myrtle Wyckoff. And additional M14A buses will be running along 14th Street. So if you're a commuter that you're in between either between Bedford and Myrtle Wyckoff, and Myrtle Wyckoff and Broadway Junction, you could use the shuttle buses to Myrtle Wyckoff and transfer to the M. That'll be running as, let's say, almost as weekday, but the only difference will be is that'll be running on the F line all the way to Lexington Avenue, 63rd Street, and then on the Q all the way to 96th Street. We will have to find the hours on that. Oh, we have an update regarding the situation on the 59th Street line. That is that there's still limited, very, very extremely limited service between Manhattan and Queens because of a burst pipe between Queensboro Plaza and Lexington Avenue 59th Street. If you're traveling between Queensboro Plaza and Lexington Avenue 59th Street, you could also use the Q32 bus that goes over the Egg Koch Bridge. But if you're going points south of Lexington 59th, you could consider using the E, F, the M, or the 7 train. and where you could where you could do the transfers, either at the 74th Street, Broadway, Jackson Heights, Roosevelt Avenue, and between Queens Plaza, and Court Square area. So this is a situation that's affecting the 59th Street corridor as we speak. Uh, Alex, we don't know at this point, but that could be one of the possible scenarios that they could remove the R via the 63rd Street corridor and resume normal route after 57th Street, 7th Avenue. That could be one possibility, but the MTA hasn't announced it yet. Let's see if they nope, they haven't posted nothing yet. And the W train services ending at 9:30 between tonight and Thursday due to urgent track repairs. Seriously? Why? Because they want to send the N local? Please, we don't want the N going local. We hate when the N goes local. So it is 9:20 in the evening on this uh, Monday, August 6th. We covered New Jersey Transit. We covered transit. The N to 96th Street on the Q. That could be a possibility, man, because they remember, man, since Second Avenue's phase one open, they have a little bit less than a handful of N trains running to and from 96th Street. So they could have the N running to 96th Street under this scenario. And of course, having the R running on the 63rd Street corridor and resuming normal service after 57th Street, 7th Avenue. But up to now, nothing is official from the MTA. And regarding New Jersey Transit Corporation, this afternoon I rode the 320 bus. This bus I usually uh, take it, and I can't even believe that New Jersey Transit drivers have to deal with paper tickets the old fashioned way, unless if you have the mobile app like I do. And I've been pretty much giving gi- giving up the paper tickets and relying on this, buying the tickets through the mobile app. that has a barcode, that barcode has to be shown to the driver, but there's no scanner that we could scan the ticket like we're gonna have eventually in New York City Transit. And we had the privilege to listen to NJTV News this evening, and it is very interesting to know that bus drivers in New Jersey, they get paid less than those who work in the MTA. And even Amtrak. Mm, let's see if that's true, Matt. If that's true, that could be. Is that. Come on, Matt. They always do that when something happens on the 59th Street corridor. So I don't know why they haven't sent the email alert yet. The last update that they did was 10 minutes ago. So I don't know why they haven't updated the service stats. But anyways, returning to NJT, we know that NJT has been defunded by years. Derek Richards. Uh, Matt, if you could forward me this information, I could be very, very thankful. But returning to NJT, we know, as all the transfer reporters know, that NJT has been for years very pretty much defunded by Fat Ass Christie. In other words, the former governor of New Jersey, Chris Christie. And now under Phil Murphy, we're like catching up in terms of funding, but they're having issues with being short staffed. And being short staffed means that commuters, there has been any emergency breaks incidents lately. Of course they happen in every single day, and the most recent one was less than an hour ago, around, let's say, around 8:08, that the brakes were automatically activated in the Delancey Essex Street complex. So totally this is totally ridiculous. Having the emergency brakes automatically activated in subway cars is totally ridiculous. It is happening more than once per day. So we don't know what Andy Byford is going to do regarding this, but he already has knowledge about this. And um all right, we have an update. L train service has resumed with residual delays following an earlier NYPD investigation at Bedford Avenue. So we have good news for those who live along the Canarsie line. Carlos, you're absolutely wrong. You're absolutely wrong, Carlos, on this. Because even myself, we are subscribed to email alert system. And I'm going to go to my email that I have right here in front of me. And I'm going to read out this email received at 8:08 tonight. And it says, there is no service in either direction on the J or M between Manhattan and Brooklyn because of a train having their brakes automatically activated at Delancey, Essex. That was at 8:08. Then at 8:17, the issue was resolved. So, Carlos, you're absolutely wrong. And this, I've been denouncing this for like 2 months now. This has to stop. And this is no joke. Having the emergency brakes activated automatically on New York City subway trains, it is no joke. Because we're talking about people that depend on the system every single day. Even my own self. Although that now my new job is here in Brooklyn, but still I use the system every single day. Carlos, here's the problem. And I could send you a link of a YouTube video that I did regarding the R188s. People could think that you're absolutely wrong because, and I'm going to publish this link that I did several, let's say, a long time ago when the 7 was extended to Hudson Yards. You guys could think, oh, all the 7 trains are R188s. Wrong. And even on my YouTube channel, I have a playset of the 7 train when it was extended to Hudson Yards. People could think that all the fleet is R188. I'm sorry to tell you, you're wrong. Because 7200s, 7300s, 7400s, 7500s, and 7600s are R142As, not R188s. R188s are 7800s and 7900s. And even if you're in any car set that has 7200, 73, 74, 75, and 76, you're going to see two stickers in some cars. That means if you see two stickers, that means that that is a R142A, not a R188. That's why I say R142A slash R188. So, uh, and to wrap up, the infamous R62As that are old as myself. Seriously, the R62As are as old as my own self. Mm, I'm gonna write this in the chat. I already sent out in the chat what you have to do. If you see so to wrap up this live stream for the night. Last Saturday I had the privilege to use Metro North because we haven't used Metro North in ages. And FYI, the R179s are basically the last car set built by Bombardier. Because as you guys recall, there has been several MTA board members that criticized Bombardier due to their lack of performance and handing in the cars on time. And we still have to wait, listen to this, over 2 years to see the whole R179 fleet on MTA property. And of course, car number 3057. Carlos, give me a valid reason that why you want to scrap all the R179 fleet, because basically the R32 is getting old. It's old. Is way overdue for retirement. Even MTA board member Andrew Albert have been very serious about this. And of course, the R211 will be built by Kawasaki. But in my opinion, the R211 should have been Carlos, here's the thing. Would you prefer to ride a, a train model that has been running since 1964, when my own mother was 19 years old, or you prefer new tech? Because to be honest with you, I prefer on the Brown M between Middle Village and Motor Wyckoff. And I'm not joking. This person is younger than me and has the audacity of entering a train cab. That person should be in jail by now. Because this is totally, I'm saying this, totally unacceptable. Because you cannot, for any circumstances, enter MTA property. You cannot even do the most lethal thing in the whole wide world, that is crossing crossing from one side to the other. in and I know watch this, guys.
Oh wow.
That video right there was sent to me by a loyal follower.
Oh fuck. Oh shit! Oh god! You like stick your head out the window like a doggy, and then you stick your tongue out and look, it looks like it was. Yeah. Oh look, it looks like it was written on it.
Alex, it is. And has Chief de la Torre done something about this? Of course not. But of course, like I always say, it's always good to have good professional relationships with those in power. People could say, oh, the MTA sucks. Well, we could agree in some things, but we have to disagree in others. Just like in the Long Island Railroad and Metro North. The Long Island Railroad at least is regaining back its glory by having Philip Eng as president, but still we have people underneath him that were promoted by the biggest snob ever, Patrick Nowakowski. And I was at Penn Station this afternoon, and two escalators not working, two of them on PM Rush not working. Seriously? On PM Rush? Mm-mm. Even I suggested the to the biggest snob, Patrick Nowakowski, to relocate one of the air train ticketing vending machines from Penn Station to Atlantis Terminal in Brooklyn. In other words, do a species of a switch of equipment. But it went in, went out. And then Patrick Nowakowski left in disgrace. And what we obtained under Philip Eng's leadership And I know that when Matt Camper found out about this, he celebrated. That was that I spoke to Philip Ang. Mm, 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 mm. We have update regarding the subway, and it is the following. There is no service between Queensboro Plaza and Lexington Avenue 59th Street. Our trains are rerouted by the F line between Lexington Avenue 63rd Street and Jackson Heights Roosevelt Avenue. And there's a shuttle train operating in both directions between Astoria DeMarch Boulevard and Queensboro Plaza. For station-specific alternatives, for Fifth Avenue 59th Street, consider traveling to the Lexington Avenue 63rd Street, where our train service is rerouted. See a station agent to receive a courtesy pass for continuing train service or bus. In the case of Lexington Avenue 63rd Street, you have to go to the station agent that is at Lexington Avenue 63rd Street, not the 3rd Avenue entrance. For Lexington Avenue 59th Street, consider the Lexington Avenue 63rd Street, where our train service is being rerouted by the F line to Jackson Heights Roosevelt Avenue. And using the free out-of-system transfer that's enabled between Lexington Avenue 59th Street and Lexington Avenue 63rd Street. For service between Manhattan and Astoria, consider the 7 train at Queensboro Plaza and take the shuttle train to Astoria DeMarch Boulevard. So that's the latest on the service change affecting the 59th Street corridor. But to wrap our conversation tonight, on Saturday I had the privilege to take Metro North. But I toured 2 different stations on 2 different lines in the Bronx. I toured Fordham and University Heights. And both of them, instead of saying to Grand Central, it said to New York. Within the city boundaries? Seriously? That is to shake my head off. Because how are you going to say to New York within the New York City limits? That's totally insane. And obviously we walked from Fordham Metro North Station in the Bronx all the way to Dyckman Street on the A. So it is 4 minutes towards the top of the hour. I will want to thank Matt, Kevin, and Alex for joining me, and Vincent for joining me tonight in this YouTube live stream. Um, I have to go off air now because I have to get up very early in the morning because I have to work. Things that will be keeping contact via Facebook. So it is 3 minutes to 10. I hope that you guys enjoy your night.